I wanted to be married and have a family, and for that family to be a family that I was with always, one that we were together forever. At the time, I was in fear for my life. I married a man who I thought was a certain kind of person, but after I married him, I discovered he wasn't that person at all. I feared for my life because there were weapons in the house, and he wanted me to know that, and it was just scary.
We don't save anyone's lives here. We help people save their own lives. We help facilitate that growth, that recapturing of their spirit, of their will, of themselves.
I was in this marriage and I could not see a way out of it. It felt like I was trapped, like there was no way for me to transition out of this horrible place I was in.
By the time someone comes to us who's, needing to have a safe space, shelter, counseling, service, protective orders, they're emotionally in a very, very fragile state.
I think a lot can help people in a moment, but don't change the situation for the individual. You have to help them find hope to be able to help their situation, for them to become self-sufficient. So the YCC, through education and support, they help people find this hope that can change their lives ultimately, not just a place to sleep, not just some meals or maybe some clothes or something. That in that aspect, to me, this organization is completely worthy of support.
For many nonprofits that work directly with individuals and families who are feeling the impacts disproportionately because they've lost their job or they've lost their childcare or just have many other complications, those nonprofit organizations are seeing an increase in demand for their services.
COVID-19 has impacted us as an organization in a number of ways. The unexpected consequences of COVID-19 have resulted in a level of domestic violence that we haven't really seen in the past. Our demand for services has increased exponentially.
There's so much need out there in our communities. The pandemic has laid a lot of people off. We've got tremendous unemployment, high unemployment. Those people need help.
The victim's advocate at the police department told me about the women's shelter. And the thing is the very first question they ask you is, are you interested in going to a shelter? Because they can't force you to go to a shelter. You have to make that decision that you're going to go to the shelter. For me, it was out of fear for my life, out of fear for my safety, that I decided I would go.
Giving is super important to D.L. Evans. We're a relationship bank. Relationships matter. And when that truly is the MO of an organization, it doesn't stop just at those that you serve from a financial standpoint, but it's those that are in the community as well.
When I was in my marriage, I didn't have any hope at all. But once I came here, the light broke through and I realized my life could be anything I wanted to later on. All I had to do was take the steps I needed to get there. And they made it possible for that to start happening for me. The fact that you are safe and you can now go pursue things that you've always wanted to pursue and your dreams. How do you thank someone for now you've got your family back?
A lot of our funding comes from federal grants, and it's very, very specific about, what we can use the money for. Donations like D.L. Evans allows us to say, hey, what are the problems that we're seeing and how do we best address that? And we can do it quickly and we can do it in a manner that really meets the needs of our clients.
By working with literally hundreds of individuals, families, businesses across the state, we're able to leverage philanthropy in a way that supports local communities. So we pool contributions together and then we use people in communities across the state to help us understand what the needs are.
So we're out there trying to help raise money, be involved in our communities, support those people of need, and help them, because that's what really we're here to do. It's exciting to see what our people are doing throughout our system. Our employees are helping all over our 34 branches in Idaho and Utah. They're out there helping those customers and communities.
Any professional that gets caught up in what they do on a day-to-day basis, I think they would find out a lot about themselves through the process of giving and donating. I think when you enlarge the purpose and the meaning of your job, I mean, job satisfaction just goes through the roof. I don't think it's industry specific, and I don't think it's specific to people who are currently employed. I just think giving and donating and caring and putting others above yourself is, I think, the plan I think that everybody should probably adhere to.
Our community giving it makes us tick. I mean, we're here in the heart of Ogden, and we rely on our community partners. We're only as good as our community partners.
These donations are absolutely incredible, and the only reason why that I am in the place I am today. I cannot express how much gratitude I have for that. I can't. How do you thank someone for getting your life back? It's impossible to express how much gratitude I have for these donations. And I want you to understand that.